Hi everybody, it's your boy Somu, and you know what time it is. It's time for another Storytime with Somu. Actually, live. This is the first one. Get ahead of myself. What's Storytime with Somu? This is just me just going over stories of my life. I've got a lot of different stories. I've been told I'm a good storyteller, so hey, let's put that to good use. Let's go ahead and tell some stories from my life. We're going to start off with a oldie but goodie around my family. Those of you who know me personally may have heard the story, but if you are related to me, you definitely know the story. And this is the story of how I was launched out of a van when I was 3 years old, and my mom and sister didn't know until later. So I know. It sounds bad. Did you live? Well, I'm here, so yes, I did live. So let me paint the picture. It's almost 30 years ago. I was 30, and this is one of my earliest memories because I remember fondly. You'll know why I remember fondly after I get done. So in my hometown, back home in North Carolina, there's a very notorious turn that's very, very sharp. It definitely is not safe, but it tells you, so hey, take it slow, but no one listens to that. The story begins with me, my mom, and my sister. Now, my mom at the time had a van, and it was one of those old school vans. This is the van. You see it? Okay. But the thing about this van was it was even at the time it was kind of showing its age for '93. We went to the grocery store, went to our local grocery store, which was literally right up the road from us. And I remember we were going to get something very simple, just something very quick. And mind you, my sister is 11 years older than me, so I was 3, and my sister was 14. Quick math. We go to the store, go to our store up the road, and we get the things we needed to get. But I remember there was something important that my mom had to hurry up and get home. I don't know if she left something on the stove or what, but it was something like we had to get home in a hurry. So I remember we got in the car. My mom said, get in the car, put on your seatbelt, and here goes. Remember to buckle up, kids. So I did buckle up, ish. So remember when I told you the van was showing its age? Sometimes the seat belts wouldn't click. You know how it's got to click. Like you can put it in all the way, but sometimes it won't click. And I remember I didn't want to get in trouble. So what I did was I put it in, and I didn't hear that click. And I know I didn't hear that click. And I don't remember because I remember saying, well, I mean, we're just going home. It's right down the road. Like even at 3, I knew where my house was. We get into this van. We get into my mom's van. My sister's beside me. But my sister, I'm on the outside because it's the little 2-seater vans, and I'm on the right side where the actual door is. She's on the inside where there's no door. And my mom even said, I remember her saying, "Is everybody buckled up?" And my sister looked over and saw that the thing was in there, so she told my mom, "Yeah." So buckle up. We're going down the road, and I remember we were going home, but then something we had to go to my grandma's house. Now my grandma stayed in the same city, but to get to my grandma's house you had to go to that turn. On the other side of that turn is a field. Remember that. So my mom, she's like, okay, we gotta go. Wait, no, we gotta go pick something up before we go home. We're going to grandma's house real quick, and I'm just like, oh yay, grandma, woo, because it's grandma, everybody wants to go see grandma. So I was just sitting there, just minding my business. I think I had one of those sparkling waters too, the one that came in a glass. I specifically remember that too. I think I was drinking that. My mom bought me one of those. This is what I'm talking about. It's just sparkling water, but I love the bubbles and I love the little strawberry taste. Like now they taste like crap, but so we're going down the road. My mom is like, all right, we're gonna hit the turn. Now, remember when I said I didn't buckle up all the way? Well, apparently, because we're in a rush, my sister didn't shut the door all the way. And this is before, the little light came on to tell you, but I don't know what happened where it didn't show, the light didn't show, but the door didn't shut all the way. And I don't think my sister knew this. and I didn't know this. But when my mom hit that turn, she hit that turn. You're supposed to go hit that turn going around, I want to say 25, 30 miles per hour maximum. My mom had to at least been going, because I remember we were flying down that road, and I didn't really know anything about driving, but I'm pretty sure if I was to put an educated guess, I'm pretty sure my mom was going double the speed limit on that curve. So we're probably hitting like 65. Like, she was flooring it. For some reason we had to get to my grandma's house. I just remember we had to get to my grandma's house very, very, very fast. So I was immediately, the door slung open because of how fast we were going, and I followed suit. Like, I just remembered 1 second I was in the van, and the next second, remember I said there was a field out there? I was laying in that field. Now, the next part I'm gonna tell you is this part that my sister tells. Whenever we tell the story at a get together, my sister tells the next part, and she'll correct me later. But it's the way she tells the next part, because at this point I'm just laying in the field. I'm just like, huh. I was just laying there. I didn't know what to do. You know how something happens to you, you just do not know what to do? Like, I didn't know what to move. I didn't know if I moved, if I got in trouble, if I got up, if I got in trouble. I just laid there. I was like, you know what? This is fine. I remember my mom, she was just so focused on driving. And they get back to the house. We get to my grandma's house or whatever. And my grandma's like, hey, where's Somu? And my sister's like, oh, he out there in the field. And my mom was like, what? Like, because my sister just didn't say anything. My sister was just like, I guess she just thought like, I'll be fine. I don't know. Like, my sister was young at the time. Like, don't fault my sister, but I guess she thought that I was fine. So my sister said she's like, he laying out there in the field. Like, I guess she saw that I was fine and was going to tell my mom later, because she didn't want to make my mom late, because my mom is very notorious about being late, like hating being late for anything. Like, she will rip someone's head off if she's late for anything, work, school, church, anything, a dinner. Like, she hates being late, like despises it on a very unhealthy level. So I'm pretty sure my sister was more scared to tell her and we'd be late and sacrifice my well-being. So she told her eventually. She had to. My grandma was like, she looked in and she's like, where's Somu? And my sister's like, he's out there in the field. He fell out the van when we hit the curb. And my mom was like, what? So my mom and my sister quickly get back in the car, in the van, go back, and I'm just like, I'm literally just laying in the field. And my sister, and I remember, I can't remember if it was my sister or my mom, but I just remember, like, you know how you're just in a daze? Like, again, something happened, you don't know what to do. I just felt like I was just in a daze. I remember looking up at the sky was clear, and it was sunny, and I remember just like, man, it's a beautiful day. And I got snapped back to reality, like, you were just slung out of a van. By the sounds of I can't remember if it was my sister or my mom, one of the two, one of them, they was like, Somu, get in the van. Like, it was kind of my fault, because I didn't make sure that it was clicked in, but it was a combination of me and my sister's fault. I didn't get in trouble. My mom did make sure I was fine. Like, I got in, and she was like, she kind of yelled at me, and she was like, she asked, she's like, how did this happen? How you get up there? And I said, I don't know. You hit the turn, and I was out there. And she was like, all right, are you hurt? Are you bleeding? And I wasn't bleeding or nothing. I was just laying in that field. And I got back home, and that was it. That was it. Oh man, and yes, this is a very true story. I know people are gonna be like, that wasn't true, but this is a very true story. Like, anybody who knows me, I've told you this. If you know me on a personal level, I've told you the story. There's a high chance I did. If not, you can confirm it by asking my sister or my mom, and they will confirm that this happened. This is a true story that we tell every now and then at get-togethers. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little story time. I've got more stories. This is the first one. I definitely got one for next month, because next month is a very specific month. Yeah, if you know, you know. That one's gonna be not as lighthearted. It is gonna be a little lighthearted, but it's gonna not be lighthearted. But it's a story. It's my life. Moral of the story: please make sure that you are buckled in, especially if your mom likes to hit curves going like 60 miles per hour. Oh, but yeah, thank you so much for taking time to listen to my story. I will have this is going to be hopefully a weekly series, but for right now it's going to be like a monthly series. So if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. That also includes if you're on TikTok, if you're watching this on TikTok. But yeah, in the meantime, between time, y'all stay sexy and bye.